Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Sun Devils offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because
turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Barlow. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Caught behind the line. It's Barlow. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Iowa State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual match...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. job blocking up front.
Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It's Pettis. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rombles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Quickly complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes a grab past the marker. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Pettis. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give out of the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell that they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Pettis. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Thanks to grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
To the air on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Malone.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
When the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. On the ground, it's Meadows. Got enough for the 1st down. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Right back to the well. Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Tons of room in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
42, Arizona State, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a...
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah,
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cyclones! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can...
There he goes! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
First down. Let's go! Let's go!
Off the RPO, complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Arizona State, 21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. All kinds of time before he fires right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. That leaves facing with a tough fourth down situation, you'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Cyclones backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Using his legs, it's Meadows. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's running free down the middle. The 40, at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
56, Arizona State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sun Devils will have it first and 10.
49-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
With jet sweep pass. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Durant. He breaks a tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's gone.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Well, this This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases